And welcome back, tankers. This is Mr. Kassarian, and we are back in Armored Warfare. Today we are looking at a review of the M2 Bradley, or as I like to call it, the Magical Murder Bradley. M2, Magical Murder, yeah. Anyways, this is the M2 Bradley. It is probably one of my favorite AFVs. I love this thing to death. So, let's start taking a quick look at its stats. Alright. It's listed as an FS fire support vehicle. Alright. Right now it's equipped with the Fang, 25mm, a armor-piercing fin, stabilized discarding Saba, or a PFSDS. Alright, so let's bring up some comparison tanks. We have the Stingray, we have the VBL, and we got the BMP3. Now these are not upgraded. Alright, so we got to keep that in mind here. Alright, so comparing it to the BMP3, which is a Chinese tank and its closest competitor, let's pull up its upgrade tree as well. Okay. So, the BMP3 has a 30mm 3 UBR-8 APDS ammunition, alright? It also has a 100mm gun, okay? So, it has the ability to throw an ATGM, an HE frag round, or it has its armor-piercing 30mm, okay? So this 30mm round has a rate of fire of 200 rounds per minute, which is slightly less than my upgraded M2 Bradley. Has a damage of 78 and pen of 132. So the Bradley has a higher rate of fire, okay, but less damage, about the same penetration. The Bradley has fantastic penetration for an armored fighting vehicle. You will not punch through the front of enemy tanks, but you can pretty much expect to cruise straight through most of their side armor. The BMP3 does get the Cactus ERA, which improves its hull modifiers compared to the Bradley. However, it only has 35mm of frontal hull armor versus the 106 on the Bradley. So even with the boost to its composition, the Bradley is actually slightly better protected. Let me tell you something, by the way, with the Bradley, you will bounce shots off the front. It happens to me all the time. This thing has pretty decent frontal sloping. Okay, when upgraded, this thing has a 0 to 32 of 2.19, compared to this thing's 2.44, so they accelerate a little bit faster. It has a higher top speed, and slightly better hull traverse than the Bradley does. Still, 40 degrees per second of hull traverse isn't bad at all. Okay. Now, the Bradley, in terms of utility and camouflage information, let's pull this back up. Thank you. The Bradley, if I get this organized right, come on, get over here. The Bradley has slightly better camouflage rating and slightly better view range. Now, this Bradley does have upgrades as well. You have better cannon depression because this is an American vehicle and this is Russian, and Russians their gun depression. You're more accurate, better aim time, and faster turret traverse. Mind you, this is with upgrades, all right? So let's look at now, compare this to the VBL. Okay, so the VBL gets a 20mm. Make sure this is the fully upgrade. We can get rid of the BMP3. Yep, is that fully upgraded? Oh wow, this thing has quite the upgrade chain, doesn't it? Okay, it can fit the ATGM, which I would not recommend. So it has a 37 damage and 120 pen, 300 rounds per minute, which is slightly better than what the Bradley is doing with its 25mm, but the Bradley gets better damage and better pen. Okay, and that's not being modified by anything. Rate of fire, this is being modified by a couple of different things I have on the Bradley, but it's still pretty close. Alright, accuracy, the Bradley wins. Aim time, the Bradley wins. Okay, reload time, for after it's gone through its entire clip, the VBL wins. Alright. Armor. Well, the Bradley wins on hit points, the Bradley wins on armor, the Bradley wins on armor on the turret. Yeah, the Bradley just wins on its armor. Okay, mobility. The VBL is faster. The VBL stock doesn't accelerate faster, but with its upgrades, accelerates faster with a higher hull traverse. But remember, the VBL is a tracked vehicle, so the hull traverse isn't as good. So the Bradley is tracked so it can spin in place, whereas the VBL can't. So don't forget that. Okay, it gets extra 40 millimeters of view range. Still doesn't quite top the Bradley, but the Bradley's getting bonuses. The Bradley also... Oops, there we go. So, come on, really? Come on, game. Let's be reasonable about this. Thank you. So, the Bradley is actually going to have about... This upgraded Bradley will have about the same view range as the upgraded VBL, which is pretty decent. VBL does have better camouflage and better gun depression. Alright? However, the Bradley gets better accuracy, better aim time, but not as good turret traverse. Compared to the Stingray. Alright, the Stingray. Now, this Stingray is actually pretty upgraded. If we look at this, this is my upgraded Stingray. Get rid of that. So his gun's all the way upgraded. He just doesn't have the fire suppression or the upgraded engine yet. But even with the engine 3.83, yeah, this guy will accelerate faster. Alpha and DPM. Alpha, of course, the Stingray wins. This is the 105 gun, similar gun to what the M1 Abrams carries. So we're not going to compare those. Damage per minute. If the Bradley can pen, the Bradley has higher DPM. Okay? And its clip reload time is only about a second and a fuzz longer than the Stingray's. Defense. So actually, the Bradley still wins a defense on its hull. The turret on the Stingray is a bit better. Yeah, turret's a little bit better on the Stingray, but the hull is better on the Bradley. Mobility, they're pretty evenly matched. The Bradley does get better acceleration and slightly worse hull traverse when the Stingray gets the upgraded engine. Camouflage, the Bradley wins. The Bradley just straight up wins. View range, the Bradley straight up wins. Cannon depression, Bradley. Accuracy actually goes to the Stingray this time. Aim time goes to the Bradley. Turret traverse actually goes to the Stingray, oddly enough. Okay, what should you know about the Bradley? First of all, you get the ZRA package. You can see it right here. The ZRA makes you very, very resistant to heat rounds. And it actually gives you a little bit extra armor. All right? So it gives you about 20 extra millimeters against Sabo, against AP and high explosive rounds. But it gives you an extra an extra 200 millimeters of effective armor against shaped charges, which is a huge bonus. You also get an active protection system, an APS, active protection system against anti-tank missiles. Okay, this makes you very hard to hit with ATGMs. Speaking of ATGMs, you get a heck of an ATGM. You get a TOW, the BGM-71 Echo. This is a wonderful weapon. It is a tandem heat warhead. What that means is it actually has a chance to punch through enemy ERA systems. All right? It deals 441 damage with 734 pen, and you get 2 of them. You have a 2-box launcher. You fire off 2, and then it's 18-second reload. All right? This thing will go through 734 millimeters of armor. To give you an idea, at Tier 6, what you can do, the T-72A, on his frontal armor, he has 250 times 1.5, so that's like 375 millimeters. You can punch through the front plate of a T-72A. You can go straight through it and knock him for 441 points of damage. You can do that twice every 18 seconds. You fire one, takes 2 seconds to switch to the next missile, you fire the next missile into it. This also means if you catch an enemy tank alone and he has active protection, he'll knock down your first missile, but your second missile is going to go in. Okay. Now, if you have multiples and they're kind of covering each other with their APS systems, it's not going to work. But against a lone enemy vehicle, you will always get at least one of your TOW missiles through. All right? All right. This missile can be devastating. To give you a further idea, let's look at the rest of Shishkin's line. All right? So if we look at, let's say at tier 6, you have the T-72A. We don't have any other MBTs there. If we go over here at tier 6 with the XM1 and the Leopard 2AV. Okay? You can go through that. Can you go through this guy? You can go through him. Alright, even at tier 6 or at tier 7 with the Leopard 2. You'll go through his hull. You might even get through his turret. Alright? If you don't hit it a severe slope, you can get through his frontal turret. You only start really getting issues with punching through when you get up to the tier 8s, where they have the stupidly heavy anti-shape charge information there. Of course, I was comparing their armor piercing to their shape charges, but you get the point. Leopard 2AB, yeah, you'll go through. XM1, you might go through if you get a flat hit. From the side, you will definitely go through them. You can also deal a whopping amount of damage to enemy armored fighting vehicles and tank destroyers with that missile. Alright. Generally, you'll see what my policy is I'll throw my 2 missiles, switch to my autocannon, and just start shooting. And then when my autocannon goes into reload, I'll switch back to the missiles, throw my missiles, switch back to the autocannon. Alright, remember, the reloads take place at the same time. So, let's look at retrofits. For retrofits, I have the advanced thermal sleeve to increase my DPM. I have internal hull reinforcement, because why not? And I have enhanced shell materials, which boosts my rate of fire even more, and improves my moving accuracy. Okay? Though you don't see me firing on the move too much. Speaking of combat engagements, let's take a look. First off, we have Operation Erebus. Let's take a look, shall we? Alright, so I am low tier. There is a BMD-4, a Type 85, BMP-2, and a Fox. Let's see what happens here. I think this is on medium. I think. Generally, tier 6s I play on medium because you have less of a chance of being low tier. Oh, no, I'm actually on hard. 100% credits, and okay, good. So I'm on hard for this match. So let's get our speed increased a little bit. I'm drooling over the BMD-4 because that's the next tank up for me while I was driving this. Alright, so you'll notice first of all, we are fairly zippy. We are already out in front of everyone else. They are all going over there to engage them. I'm going to try and find a flank attack on them. I don't really get one. There we go. And I'm in my replay. He takes him out before I can switch to my missile. That's either my missile. Yep, there we go. Missile out. I don't get any hits there, and I'm kind of wondering why I don't get any hits, but that's fine. I kind of say, alright, fine. Now I see that there's a Merkava here fighting our BMD-4, who is presently going, well crap, well crap, well crap. So I'm going to roll up here. I'm looking. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to find a line. I go, ow, because of that stingray. Sorry. I think I'm going to find a weak spot. I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm not looking for a weak spot there. That hurt. See, I punched through that stingray. I get 2 good hits through for about 700 damage on that stingray. You have missiles, use them. Don't rely on them, but definitely use them. I'm looking for a shot through and I'm just not finding one. Switching targets. I'm not switching the missile here because I just don't have time to sit still. There we go. So you can see I am supporting. I'm a support vehicle. I've used my rebuild kit. I'm a little worried now because I've already used my rebuild kit and I'm a little early in the match. You can see though, my ERA is still partially there. I'm like, oh, okay. Yep, alright, the Type 85 got that. And you can hear I'm reloading whenever I get the opportunity. Keep reloading, keep reloading, keep reloading. I'm reloaded. Stingray, crap. And I'm just pouring shots into him. I'm in my reload. I pull back a bit. You can see I'm using the terrain to keep him from actually hitting me. The BMD-4 is not happy. The BMD-4 was being overly aggressive there. That's the big issue. You can see I've already stocked up about 6,000 damage. Alright. So if we look at that, I am well and ahead in the lead here. And the Fox and I are just running around going, wee. I figure I'll capture the munitions.
Well done.
Now the other advantage I have in this thing is that I am an armored personnel carrier, or infantry fighting vehicle. What that means is that I actually capture things faster than other people do. The BMD, BMP, and Bradleys are armored fighting vehicles, and I'm responding. I'm like, yeah, hug the shoreline. Just don't stay in the water. The BMP-2 is heading for that, so I'm going to head instead for the airfield. And the reason I'm heading for the airfield is because that's where our next point is, and honestly, I have an easier time with my autocannon destroying those buildings than everyone else does. Than anyone who is actually cannon-armed does. Kind of spinning around a bit. I'm looking. I'm swearing at the BMP-2 now. I'm literally like, what are you doing? Like, what exactly? Oh, crap. That's what he was doing. So I'm going to probably switch over to my missile here. Yep, there we go. Missile just went up. And I'm looking for a shot. Except it goes high. And now I'm very unhappy. The problem with the missile is it doesn't tilt. And I'm like, well, crap. Here's the problem with the missile. I need to get up there and start shooting. But I need to hold still before I do. So I say, screw it, it's autocannon time. And you can see I'm actually punching through.
All right, we've located the installation we need to destroy. Time to lay waste to the cartel operation here. Leave nothing standing.
Yeah, I take a hit. But now the BMP-2's there. We're both kind of playing this game, alright? And now I'm like, okay, the Type 85 just showed up. Okay, good. They're dead. Now we have to deal with the rest of this crap. I should have taken some shots there, but I see the Akatsiaya. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to kill you because I don't like you. But I have shots now across. If you get these sorts of shots in an AFV, use them. Take them. Get them. There we go. I lose that Stingray too, but I still get the line. I get some damage out from long range. I don't take any damage in return. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Yeah, he's not happy with that 90 MS that just spawned. Not that I especially blame him. He can't pen that guy. And not many of us really can. I'm still learning the map, I think, at this point, so I'm kind of running around like a madman going, get up there. And I'm like, okay, this way is how I get up there. I'm also keeping an eye on the clock because I just lost a match. We were actually rolling in on the final cap point, and we lost the match there. So now I want to be up behind these guys. And Stingray 2s are hard to catch, and I'm starting to think it might not be a good idea. I may be switching over to a missile at this point. Unfortunately, it decides to go high. And I'm looking at that VFM thinking, well, shoot. Yep, and we lost our BMD4. I'm like, well, hi, buddy. You can see I've lost a lot of my ERA on my right-hand side. But I do not want to be engaging that VFM. I'm putting those rounds in right into his turret ring zone. And I take him out. We also have an M1A2 up here, and I'm like, well, great. Awesome. I think I'm going to missile here.
Ammo up. Missile.
Yep, I didn't pet on that second hit, but I put some damage into him.
Load Sabo.
I'm reloading Sabo because always keep yourself reloaded. See how easy it is for me to blow those up? Seriously, if you're at an AFV and you're not the one blowing those up, do it. I'm like, hey! You shot me. BMP2 shot me. I'm like, I don't want this BMP2 anywhere in front of me. Or anywhere behind me. And I'm kind of yelling at the BMP a little bit because he shot me up too. Only 78 points of damage, but... Alright, so we got a warrior who's my primary. Because his 5-shot Rarden can really tear me up. And now I don't want to be anywhere where I'm exposed to enemy fire.
Alright, tracks repaired.
MBT 70. Gotta get a hit in with that missile. I'm gonna reload it. I'm trying to get a line here. See, what I'm trying to do is not be engaged. And still get shots in. I'm like, well, hi, BMP3. And we lost our BMP2. But I take out the BMP3. I don't know why I didn't see him. I think I was zoomed in, and then he was just, like, in front of me. And this Thunderbolt is not happy. See, that's why. And I'm swearing because he left my field of view right when my missile came up. And I'm waiting for that. And just start shredding.
Great work,
There we
my
go.
company. The cartel's operation here is in shambles.
M2 Brad will be a hero. Thank
Well
you
done.
very much,
The board
Fox.
will mop up the rest.
Thank you very much. That's what a Bradley can do. Don't expect to go straight up. I'm like, oh, that was fun. Just go in there and wipe them out. All right, don't charge right in. Just stay back a little bit. Let the MBTs take the fire, and just keep shooting. All right. Now, I think we're out of time, but I got one... Do we have enough time? Yeah, probably. All right. So I have no problem if you guys stop watching. But now, you know what? We'll end here. That was a good enough demonstration of the Bradley. Just stay back. Don't be up front. You can bounce some shots, but that's not your job. Your job is to be back, use your superior vision range, use your gun and your missiles when you need to engage the enemy. Your ERA will help, but it won't save you completely. Remember, it's single use. It's great when it works, and then it's gone. All right? Just keep that in mind. Okay? Okay. All right, this has been Mr. Kasarian. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, leave a like, comment, and or subscribe. If you didn't like it, well then, let me know why. You can see, by the way, for skills, gunner, loader, I have rate of fire, accuracy while moving, and you can see Sabrina Washington is my commanding officer here. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. And as always, good hunting.